This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. After the match, we go to an awkward person on the street interview spot where they have random people in the audience giving a shout out to our troops in Saudi Arabia. Normally, we would be hearing who they think is going to win the Rumble. And it would be a bunch of little kids saying, I think the British Bulldog is going to win, and shit like that.
Adam Sandler was there?
Yes. But instead, we're having, even police officers give a shout out to our troops in Saudi Arabia. Is this a way to sort of, counterbalance what we're doing with Slaughter?
It was, again, it was the mood of the country. So you look around and everybody was talking about it. And just, thinking that, by God, America's going to prevail and there ain't going to be no war because nobody wants to mess with us. God bless our boys for going over there and keeping everything peaceful. That was the sentiment of the country, and that was something that we just wanted to put out there and let everybody know that we shared that sentiment.
Real quick, we're going to wrap things up here, but read a report here. The WWF wanted to send Hogan to Saudi Arabia to visit the troops, but was turned down by the USO. Instead, Hogan will spend the next few weeks visiting families of those overseas to strengthen his babyface image while vowing to bring the title back from Hussein's emissary. Do you remember that? The USO attempt?
Yeah, because they weren't sending anybody over at the time.
Right.
It wasn't like, no, we don't want Hulk Hogan. It was, we're not sending anyone over.
So here's the thing. In spite of the fact that people hate this angle and they didn't like the finish and they thought Warrior should have won and they didn't like the Rumble and said it was the worst one so far. He also says it's the best WWF pay-per-view ever. What say you? Where do you land on this? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle?
I won't use the scoring system. I thought it was a good show, but I don't think it was a great show. And again, when you look at the overall sentiment of the audience, if they liked it, then we did a good job. Me personally, I thought it could have been better.
Let's talk about the show itself. The commentary team is Gorilla Monsoon and Roddy Piper. Piper's going to hijack the show just about 3 seconds into it and go on a tirade about the troops. He ends up giving a 5-star promo, of course, because he's Roddy Piper. But he's pretty wild on this night. You watched this show back for the first time in forever, 3 weeks ago. Chat me up here. How do you think Gorilla and Roddy did together? And how did he do on this night where clearly we're trying to do more than we normally would?
I think Roddy was a little fired up in general, and everyone was. There were things going on in the world that we were keeping an eye on, and there was a patriotism taking place in our country, and that was something that hadn't been as fervent as it was in 1991 with the strife overseas. So there were people that were united as one in the United States, and again, that was something that hadn't happened in a long time, and I dare say hasn't happened since.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.